Hello and welcome to Talk Time Anime. Shut the fuck up, Eamon, this is my intro. And today we are reviewing One Piece Chapter 990. I am your host today, Jordan, but I'm joined by Eamon.
Hello.
Luca.
Hello.
And Lou. Oh wait.
Cheers, Lou.
Cheers, Lou. we miss you, baby boy. Hopefully next week, fingers crossed.
Disclaimer, he's been very weak the last couple of weeks, so we just can't help it.
I can't help it, no.
Yeah. Moving on.
Moving on. Oh, I've just realised my thing's well out of sync. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, it is.
My thing, the minute I started recording, it just went completely out of sync. Don't know if to turn myself off or not. Might turn myself off. I don't know.
Don't leave me on the front lines on my own.
Okay, we'll leave my out of sync ass on there. Fucking hell. Wait. Right, okay. So was it? Chapter started, chapter 990. It was, what's his name? The deviled guy. Or not devil guy, but he has like the horns in the thing. But he's one of the Tepu Robbie.
He's one of the... Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but I know you're on about it.
Yeah. Master Sasaki, I should know that, because the main character of Time Paradox was Sasaki.
There we go.
But yeah, he's pissed because he found out about, was it Kiyoshiro and stuff. But but yeah, and he says like about how there's plenty of noise going on, and it's fucking like we see like panels of Kaido looming over everyone, and then just this massive all out war going on with the minks and everything, the Sulongs. Yeah, that was insane.
Army.
Yeah, fucking hell, man. But they're all fighting Jack in it, and it's like, well, we've had plenty of like conversations about Jack in previous episodes and stuff, or previous reviews. About like he's kind of like stamina in these fights. Yeah. And so far he's, I mean, if he is really solo in these minks, he's doing pretty damn well. Like, to me he looks a bit beat up, but with him,
it's understandable.
It kind of explains how he conquered, you know.
Yeah. I mean, for one, like you say, Luca, it is very understandable, and two, with him, with a character who, based on what we know, seems very like stamina based. I don't even know if that's him. Like, if he could keep going anyway. Like, he might not even be that tired for all I know. It's just,
or he could just be like, he just doesn't need to move much, just stand still.
Yeah. But I mean, we have that panel where he's like huff, like, oh, I'm like tired, but I'm not believing it. I think that boy's got plenty in the tank left.
Man's gonna be jokes, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
although.
If that is actually bait, that will be so funny.
Yeah, honestly, like next episode, yes, off screen.
Next chapter, too easy. Like, someone's gonna try to go for the kill. It's like psych, smack. Just gonna smack them with his trunk.
Yeah. Oh my god, psych. No, what was it? But that was actually pretty cold the way Kanaimon was approaching. But then obviously he gets called back by the Cat Viper and Dogstorm. And then we still don't see their Sulongs. They're still silhouette. Yeah.
All we see is their silhouette. They're huge. That's all we know.
That's all we know. Oh man. No, that was pretty hype though. That was like pretty sick. So hopefully next chapter, although we're on another break, so 2 weeks time, hopefully.
God damn it.
God damn you, Oda.
Have they released an official thing to say that it is bi-weekly at this point?
Yeah.
They might as well.
It's whatever the hell Oda feels like, I think.
I feel like doing a chapter today.
Yeah. Oh man, I might.
But no, we have to watch out. We have to watch out for Oda's health. He needs the breaks. You know?
Very true. You know? No one else gets them. But to be fair to him, he has been doing this the longest. He does deserve the kind of like, he's the flagship series at the moment. But it's basically, it might as well be fortnightly at this point. Oh man.
Unfortunately.
But then we cut and we see a conversation between Queen and King. And Queen this is amazing. Queen's like confused because he's like, she don't understand, he don't understand why they the prison guard guy would tell him differently. And then you just got the King with his support being like, don't worry, I'm not going to blame you. I thought you were useless from the beginning. And it was like incredible.
King, I love King. Honestly, he's so
King's
savage.
been brilliant,
Like,
hasn't he?
He literally acts like the king.
Yeah,
He's got the one-liners in abundance.
in the
He's got the
abundance.
zingers. He's got the zingers. Yeah, like.
Oh man, and he like the way he just talks to people around it. Obviously, he's like second in command anyway, so he's got to have that kind of.
That's what I'm saying. He can't easily shit on
confidence.
anyone else.
But yeah,
and Queen can't friend me back. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, Queen makes me laugh though, like the way he responds to like how everyone talks to him and
Queen,
that.
the thing is, Queen is like the comedy relief of that group.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
I'm really looking forward to how he to who he fights, like to see like an actual fight with him, because obviously we know he's fucking strong, but we just haven't like seen him go all out or nothing. So far, he's just been kind of a funny character. But then he's 2 dinosaurs. Yeah. Oh man. I'm glad we finally are getting to like the meat of some of the fights and that though. Like we've actually had it actually has begun. It's crazy. Like the actual war with the Sulongs and everything. Everyone's there. Like when they got the giants and stuff. But yeah. Oh, and then we've got the obviously he calls all the Toby Roppo.
With the Basil Hawkins and the Drakes.
Yeah. Basil Hawkins basically saying that
he's doing his tarot card.
He's doing his card thing, isn't he? Yeah.
Doing his reading.
And he has, someone, which you don't know who really. We obviously kind of thinking Drake, but I'm.
Like there's 100% chance.
He only called it a certain man, but they have like 1% chance to live, which is interesting. My first thought before what come next was that it was Law, and I'm like, oh, for God's sake, please, for the love of God, I don't want my prediction of Law dying this arc to come true.
You don't need your baby boy to die.
I don't need it, man. I want him to have a new goal. I want him to have like a longevity and the rest till the final arc, but we'll find out.
He's secretly a straw. He's a straw hat by heart. He's just he's just a tsundere. He doesn't want to admit it.
No, and he he's got to fight. I feel like he still is going to have like more interactions with Hawkins, and I still say that's like the highest bets on for him to be for him to fight him. Like the most likely still.
Yeah, I think that. Well, they still need to finish their fight technically.
That's what I mean. Like I've had so many like interactions beforehand. Yeah. Kind of like. Yeah, actually, no, I'm not going to say that because I was about to say how about Drake and Sanji, but then now it's like doesn't look like it's going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen now because But then we had what's his name? The horn guy again. I forgot his name.
Oh, Sasaki.
Sasaki, yeah.
Who was it? Sorry.
Huh? Oh, I thought you were talking about Who's Who. The one with the mask?
Oh, yeah. I was so confused. I thought you were saying Who's Who, and I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, he does come in, doesn't he? He starts talking about him, and he's like,
well, he's like, let's go after Queen.
Queen, yeah. Because they said beforehand that obviously all that's off now.
Yeah.
But then obviously he still wants that, or he was acting like he still wants that fucking smoke. Like he still wants that. Although before that, the interactions with what's her name? The lady.
Ulti.
Ulti is Ulti. Yeah, that was fucking funny. I love them too. To be fair,
I just love how she's like shouting at everyone, and they're like, "You got King, just like communicating."
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, I'm tired of this shit. It's just like I can't be off. There's no more reward for this now.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? Yeah. So obviously, what's his name? Who's Who? He says about going to Queen, and Drake don't want to be involved, and then he gets cut to the floor again with Luffy and everyone. And the regular soldiers, to be fair to them, bless them, they're like, we'll carve a path for you through these giants and all that.
Yeah, they're like struggling.
Yeah, and then they realise like how much of a shit situation they're in.
You got Zoro Jiro.
Yeah, oh my god. When he just cut it and it's like Jinbei just catches it one
hand. And he was like, poof.
Yeah.
Jinbei is Muller, I'm telling you now.
Yeah. Honestly,
literally like with the punching, like just stopping that massive boulder.
Stops everything. Oh no, he is like the immovable object. But he it was cool. Jinbei like fucking just madness, and then
Luffy going careful.
Yeah, and then saying like how we would have struggled against enemies this large and this powerful, but now things are different now. And I'm like there's a lot of references back to Gear. To Thriller Bark in the last two chapters.
Yeah, because this is the thing. They're like, oh, this thing's meant to be like Oars.
Yeah.
Like now the time skip and everything, and they're so much stronger. So this is like he's like nothing to them now.
Yeah. Loads.
Yeah, this was something that took me by surprise as well, because I was expecting these numbers to like, put up a lot more of a
fight,
a struggle.
Yeah.
It seems like I don't. Well, maybe they won't be, but it seems like they're just being used to like show off the crew's strength, and they're really not going to be that important in the rest of this arc.
It's kind of similar to like when they fought the pacifists.
Yeah.
Like,
could be.
They struggled.
I see where you're coming from.
And there's like time skip, nothing. It's like they killed them in one hit.
They treated them like the foot soldiers kind of thing. Like all of a sudden they became the foot soldiers, and it was like they're those giants. I feel like they'll keep coming, but I know what you mean. Like they're not going to have like I don't know.
They're not going to be like significantly stronger.
Yeah, they're not going to be like villains with characters, I guess.
Yeah.
Although I still think they're like
Usopp is probably going to like take them all on, while the others.
I always think that. I feel like that's a.
Someone I can't remember who wrote in the comments, but they said that like he reckons Usopp was going to take on the numbers.
Yeah, because honestly,
I mean, I think him and him and Chopper and that it makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just feel like that is a really good opponent for Usopp, like in terms of like how he's like how his powers and everything work. Like he's.
I think strength and obviously him being a sniper,
helps. And it's like all that
obviously his plant traps
stuff and all that.
Yeah, exactly. His plant traps will be very.
And I don't seem the smartest. But I guess this is going to be like also they're just kind of hinting still at them ancient giants that are definitely going to show up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like
there's still more like reserved,
because apparently they're made from them. Yeah. So they're the failed experiments, I guess. But yeah, then we have like obviously Luffy's really cool shit, like with his Gear 4th, and then and then
getting ready with
the old man calls him the guardian deity. And it's like holy shit. I think other translations had like other things to say, but that was the official translation, so I'm going with that. But they were saying how like they called him I can't remember who it was now. They called him like a specific spirit in like other ones, which was interesting, like a hero spirit or something. But in this one it's guardian.
Again, like a guardian angel in that sense.
Yeah. The Wanos. But and then we cut back to Drake. Yeah.
Man's got like cuts and everything, on his face.
And he's obviously been set up in a way by Who's Who, but then he didn't go with them, so I guess he just kind of got ambushed there and then. And to be fair to him,
he's surrounded by Who's Who and then Basil as well. Like,
Who's Who, Basil, and Queen. Like,
Queen, and you're like, oh shit, what do you do here?
Yeah.
It seemed at this point that like all the Hawkins stuff from earlier was all done to like set him up.
Yeah. Because he already saw the future, didn't he? In that sense.
Yeah, it wasn't confirmed, so who knows? He might not have even been talking about Drake.
He might
have already known Drake was gonna, get a turncoat.
I think for the purposes of this chapter, it would make sense if it was Drake.
That's what I was trying to make us. Context. Yeah, that's what I was trying to make us think in it.
Yeah.
So,
but
who
never
knows?
know.
You never know with Oda. Like in like 20 chapters, he could bring it up again. Like mid war or whatever. But yeah, then obviously he's surrounded. To be fair to him, don't blame him. Like the people around him aren't no fodder.
Hey, he's not going to be able to he's not going to be able to
Queen anyway.
He's not going to be 1v3 though. Even like Queen alone,
he won't be able to handle. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Like, I don't even know if you could take on Hawkins alone. If I'm going to be honest.
No, I know that would be an interesting fight. That's what I mean. I feel like even Who's Who and Basil Hawkins would be tough fights for him. Let alone.
If I'm going to be honest, I think he's like one of the weaker ones out of the supernovas.
Yeah, potentially. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, he could be because even like Mad Monk and that have done some mad feats.
That's what I'm saying. They're still, I still think they're stronger than him in that sense. Yeah.
We have to see more of Drake. I do like. You know what? I've actually started really liking like Drake's weapons and shit, like his axes and that. Like,
the Excalibur.
Yeah, the Excalibur. That shit's so cool. But yeah, when he speaking of Excalibur, well, he gets out of that situation with that explosion thing or whatever. And then, what is it? He gets out, but then he starts having, like, thinking of ways he's just trying to survive, basically, to get back to the Marines, because they kind of work out that he's the traitor. And then, he does the Excalibur at the same time as the Kong gun. Oh my god, what a panel!
And then you have the flashback to Kobe.
Because he's like just come out in it, and he saw Luffy, and he's thought of what Kobe's probably said.
And obviously Kobe's like the ultimate simp for Luffy at this point.
Yeah, bless him. He's simping the
I love Kobe. To be fair,
Oh, OG mate. And then then obviously he basically exclaims that he wants to join their alliance or like fight by their side for this war. So.
He's basically a one man. He's like, I'm basically a one. For whatever reason, I'm only a one man army, but like he'll join Luffy. Like
Luffy,
How he explained it.
Oh man, so he's gonna. To me, that sounds a bit like he's gonna be kind of like you know, like how Smoker joined him in the Alabaster and the Punk Hazard arc. He's gonna be the kind of Smoker for this type deal.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna like. I think that after this, like,
he's gonna go back to the Marines, isn't it?
Or whether he survives it. We don't even know if he's gonna
survive it. That's true.
What I mean?
That's because he survived this doesn't mean he's going to survive the night or whatever it's the day.
Exactly.
I
mean, but at this point, he might as well join Luffy because he's fucked anyway.
Yeah, that's like Luke. That's something Luke I want to hear. Big Drake fan.
But Luke in general, just goats, to be honest.
They actually are all sick, to be honest. Yeah. I'm liking them honestly. The Teppo Robbie or Teppo Robbie. They are. I'm liking them more every chapter, to be honest, of this arc.
Yeah.
And
it's a very interesting bunch.
Yeah, it is. And the fact that
like you would think a Ronin group would be like full on like samurais and all that.
All that, yeah. But they're all
like, far from being samurais, if anything.
Twitter's still simping over Black Maria, so brilliant.
I'm not surprised by that one.
Gotta see her fight. Robin versus Black Maria, please. Probably not. No,
you just want a cat fight. We know you want a cat
unknowns fight. Because it's so hard to like power scale them because we know absolutely nothing about them.
Yeah, exactly. Like our kind of, what's the word, like guess and assumption based on what's been said is that Drake is the strongest out of them, but we really don't know until we see him like properly in action, innit? Like they could have some stuff hidden away that they've been training on.
We really don't know anything. Full potential. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like just pulls out a devil fruit. You know what I mean? Like,
anything. They could be working on like a new technique that fucking really turns the tables.
They can have like a reinforced level of Haki as well, because obviously some characters we already know have like a level 2 version of Haki.
Yeah. No, this is gonna be interesting. Also, if Drake does survive this, for the future of it as well, because like I imagine now that he's going. Well, you'd think he's gonna become part of that alliance. That he's gonna now interact with Luffy a lot more, be on Luffy's side for a lot longer. Kind of like how Smoker and that interacted with him, and they changed around him.
It'll be interesting to see how if he somehow survives this, how he goes back to the Marines. Obviously, he's working at the cover. That's already a given. But
he it'll be interesting to see how his views will change and how he'll like think about like Luffy and stuff.
Yeah.
Because then, like I said, that'll be another Marine who knows of Luffy, who's got a relationship with Luffy.
There's like a little rebellion within the Marines.
Yeah, forming.
Potentially
think of it like this as well. That's another supernova on his side.
Yeah, this is it.
And now you got him.
Yeah. I would say Kid, but I feel like Kid's
I guess Kid as well, but Kid is still like, he's still his own guy.
His own guy, yeah.
But if you include Kid, because you obviously have Kid, you have Killer. Obviously, Zora's with Luffy anyway, so how many? You basically got quite a few supernovas right there.
It really is growing. Like
and even like Beige to a point.
That's true. Like in Whole Cake and stuff. Like he's made so many like relationships and over this new world, and it's just like insane to see how it will play out in the long run. Like like when the last fight comes about, who will be on his side still. Like. Oh man! I mean, even the fact we are getting little short stories of Beige, like his family thing, kind of makes me feel like obviously he'll come back, but I feel like he will be of a friend to Luffy, which is interesting. Because when I first met him, I thought he was like the most savage one. But,
but no, now it seems like because after everything with Big Mom, you know what I mean? Like he. Yeah. Well, he might. I don't know how much he'll like Luffy, but he'll probably be open to him for alliance in that sense.
And he'll believe in him more, isn't it? Like, he'll believe like, he could take down that person. Or
what helps is the whole thing with like Chiffon and Lola as well. Like,
swaying his decision and stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's definite.
Well, they still do the little panels of the Chiffon and Lola at the beginning, aren't they?
They're still doing it.
He's coming like he's latched onto the ropes or whatever, isn't he?
Yeah. And it's like, my guy, I don't even know how he survived in the first place.
I thought Oven literally toasted him.
Yeah, like
literally, as a pun.
This is literally just like Oda in a nutshell, man. He will not let characters die except certain ones.
You have so much shit going on, and the front cover is its own story. You don't see that.
No.
You know, some people do it like as a one-off, but he's actually done it for the last couple chapters.
Oh man, I love his little stories at the beginning of chapters and stuff. Like they're so good, some of them. Like a little A-side story he had, like I think near the beginning, like in the like 200s of chapters or something.
It would have been. That's a while ago.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Ace's travels around the East Blue and all that. I love that.
Yeah, that was good. Oh man, no, but a very good chapter.
What were we rating it?
9. I'm going 9.
I was gonna be like 8.5 or 9, but I think maybe a 9. I think a 9. Just for the break
I think it's because I'm like currently still looking at and awe of that last panel. that
last panel was sick. I'm not gonna lie. I think that whole Drake thing kind of swayed it.
I just never thought Oda would draw like Luffy and Drake side by side like that. I don't know why, but it just looks so nice though.
What about you, Luca?
I'm gonna agree with you, Iman. I'm gonna say an 8.5. Like, it made up a lot at the end because it was such a shock.
It was a fun chapter, good chapter.
It's still very solid, very good, you know.
Understandable, boys. Well, if you enjoyed that, then thank you for watching, and I hope you'll look up maybe our other reviews. But we'll be doing this weekly every time it comes out, or we'll be doing a One Piece chapter every 2 weeks because that's when it fucking seems to release.
Don't worry, my hero's doing the same thing as well.
Yeah, I know.
We don't
even have that this week.
It's like Oda and Horikoshi, like they're both working together to do this.
I know, it's like fucking hell. But
at this point, you might as well make it all monthly.
Yeah. Just release massive chapters at the end of the month.
You've already got like Attack on Titan, you've got Dragon Ball Super, and Boruto. You've got all this monthly. Like
just add them to a list. No, not but yeah, either way, good chapter. Obviously, we'll be reviewing any future chapters, so if you enjoyed this one, then please subscribe to stay up to date with our latest uploads. As Iman just said, we also review many other series and do other stuff on the channel, like reactions and our Fillersophical podcast, where we just discuss the anime news for the week and do nice little, fun little things like tier lists and stuff like that. So if you
check out it, it's on Attack on Titan.
Yes, we done our chapter 132 review, didn't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you enjoy that, then please check it out. Other than that, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.